In today's video, we're going to do a short warm-up into a ballet barre class. Now, if you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, as long as you are familiar with ballet, there will be variations to make it at your level. If you want to make it more advanced, feel free to change things, add things, do them faster. You are welcome to do so. Welcome to the Dance Navigator. I'm Chelsea, and I've created this channel to share my knowledge as a dancer, instructor, and studio owner to help dance parents and dancers find the joy of dance and help you navigate the dance world. Okay, so to get started, I like to start my classes with a little bit of cardio, even my ballet classes, because it helps us get warm before we actually do our barre exercises. Now, that's not traditional. In most ballet classes, you will go straight to the barre, and that is your warm-up, but this is just a preference for me and for my students. I feel that it prepares your body better for what we're going to do at the barre, because sometimes it takes a really long time to warm up just doing barre exercises. So know that if your classes don't do that, that's perfectly normal. But try it out with me today and see how you feel. Now, in most professional dance schools, you will be dancing on raised or sprung floors or something like that. And basically, it's a flooring that allows some give when you jump. So it's better on dancers' bodies, it saves your joints over the years, and it's just way better for injury prevention. Now, we don't usually have these in our homes, so a way that you can counter this is that you can wear sneakers when you're jumping or doing some sort of cardio work, or you can roll out maybe a nice thick Pilates mat for those exercises. So if you have either of those things, go ahead and grab those now so that we can start our warm-up. Start with a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Reach it up. Soften the knees a little quicker. Let's open our stance. Walk in place. Remember, we're just trying to get our bodies warmed up a little bit. So if you come into class and you're completely cold, you didn't do anything before it, you can be ready. Hands up. Jog in place. And you can move around your space if you want. If you have a little bit of room, it doesn't hurt. You don't have to stay in one place. Warm up our full body. And jump. Up, touch the floor. Fast. Over to the side. Contract. And stretch. Release. Push those arms. Make sure you go all the way through your fingertips. Extend your arms each time. Head roll. Reverse. Okay, so now get your ballet shoes on, roll up your Pilates mat if you were using one, and get your barre ready, whatever it is that you're using. A reminder that your thumb should always be on top of the barre with all of your other fingers. We don't ever grab the barre like this, but if you were using something different at home like a chair or a wall, it's understandable that you might have to change your hand positioning. Just keep in mind that we don't do this so that we work on our balance and our strength. So whatever it is that you're using, just try not to grip it too tight. Okay, so we're going to go into plie at the bar. We have from first, second, third, and fifth position. We're gonna skip fourth position for the day. And we have 2 demi-plie, 2 grand plie, and a stretch in each position. So in first position, our cambrai will be forward, open to second. In second position, we're gonna stretch towards the bar. Make sure that you lengthen that arm and you don't hang on your bar. In third position, we're going to go to passe, bring it down to fifth. And then in fifth position, we're going to go to susu before we cambrai. Now, if you're a beginner, I recommend that you stay flat on the floor and you just cambrai forward again. But if you're intermediate advanced, and this is easy for you, squeeze up to susu, and then cambrai forward, and up, and find your balance before we détourner to the other side. And another important thing to note is your turnout. I want you to remember that everybody's turnout is different, and while there are stretches and exercises that can improve your turnout, you also want to work with where you're at in the moment. So never try to force your feet into a turned out position. Your natural turnout you can find by doing a parallel tendu, flex your foot, rotate from the hip, bring it back. You repeat it on the other side, and that is the natural turnout that you're working with at the moment. Okay, let's do that with the music. Okay, next we're going to do some eleve and releve. Now your teachers might use this interchangeably if you're in a class, but eleve is technically when we rise up to the balls of our feet without a plie, and releve is when we add that plie before we go up. But many people use it interchangeably and just say releve. So we are going to start parallel, facing your bar or your chair, whatever you're using, and we're going to do 8 eleve, so no plie. They're nice and slow, they're not too fast. And then we're gonna turn out, same thing in first position, tendu to second, same thing in second position. We're going to bring it back, we're gonna have plie, nice and smooth, releve, 2 times, and then we're gonna find our balance. Now my more advanced students, you can challenge yourselves by closing your eyes and trying to keep your balance, or you can work on shifting your weight and trying to find your balance on one foot. So those are some variations for you. I'm just gonna keep to the regular releve there at the end and balance. But feel free to play with that if you're advanced there at the end. Turn it out to first position. Make sure the legs are straight. Tendu to second. Back to first. Plie, push to releve. And again, plie, push to releve. Find your balance. Feel free to challenge yourself by closing your eyes or shifting your weight from one foot to the other. Okay, so our next exercise, we are going to do tendu and dégagé. So remember the difference is a tendu, we're pressing through our feet, we are stretching, right? Tendu means to stretch. So we're stretching through the floor, but we're staying connected to the floor. When we do dégagé or battement glissé, we are leaving the floor. We are disengaging, right? We're pulling away, but just a little bit. And you want that to be nice and sharp. You want it to stop rather than float in the air. And this works us up to our grand battements and all of those big fancy things later on. So this at the bar is very important. Okay, so I'm going to do it from first position, but again, if you are intermediate, advanced, and you want to do this in fifth, feel free. So make sure that if you are doing it to fifth, that you are passing through first position as you close on the side. That gets forgotten all the time, so don't forget that. All right, so we are going to do tendu 1 and close, 2 and close, 3 flex the foot, point and close. And we're doing that en croix. So we're going front, side, back, repeat it to the side. Then we're going to make it our dégagé. Same speed, but no flex this time. 4 dégagé. 3 and 4. And we do that en croix. Front, side, back, and repeat it to the side. Then we're going to pick up the pace a little bit for our dégagé, and we have and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, only 2 at the very end, and 5 and 6, plie sous, and find your balance. All right, let's do it with the music. dégagé. Okay, moving on to rond de jambe, which means round of the leg. So I want you to remember that we are making a circular motion for our rond de jambe, and it's very tricky, but we want to try to not wiggle our hips all over the place. So when we go to the front and then to the side, as we get to the back, we want to stay lifting, 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 but not make a little hip roll of it. So make sure that that's nice and smooth and that you are changing and to go to the side of your big toe when you're in the back. And often dancers forget to get that leg far enough behind them. You really want to make sure it is behind you rather than still out to the side like this. So focus on pulling up and your posture and getting that full half circle. Okay, so the combination is going to be, we have of course our beautiful rond de jambe intro that we all usually know and love so well. If you have something that you want to do with your port-de-bras, feel free to do it here. It's your class. So we have introduction and port-de-bras with the plie rond de jambe. Then we go 1 en dehors, 2 en dehors, 3 en dehors. You're going to plie and a slight cambre back. Then you're just going to reverse it. En dedans. 2, 3, plie, nice flat back. And when you are going to the front, right, you're here. When you're going to the back, you're here. So your head is in line with that leg. All right, then we're just going to repeat that. So 3 en dehors, plie through. 3 en dedans, plie through. And then we're going to break it down so that we remember where our foot is supposed to go in rond de jambe. So we're going to tendu front, rond de jambe à la seconde, bring it in. Back out à la seconde, rond de jambe to the back, bring it in. Now reverse it. To the back, side, close, side, front, close, and finish. Let's do the other side. Side, bring it in. Side, rond de jambe back, in. All right, moving on to fondu and petit battement. We're gonna put both in the same combination. So we have to be in third or in fifth to do our fondu, and we're dealing with sur le coup de pied in this combo. So if you are taking a class right now, I want you to utilize what your teacher is teaching you, because there's many different ways. There's in the front, there's wrapped, there's putting it in the back, and there's different situations that we use all of those, which I will touch on in another video. But whatever is more comfortable for you right now is fine. If we're going to the front, obviously our foot should really be in the front or wrapped, and to the back, same thing. But make it work of how it's comfortable for you. Just remember the foot has to be turned out. Don't sickle the foot, right? This is what we want to avoid. We want nice and straight or fanned. That's the position of your ankle, no matter what version of sur le coup de pied you are doing. So to start, we will do 2 fondu en croix, no releve yet. So we have 1 and a 2, and side and 2, and back and 2, and side and 2 again. And then we're going to do 1 fondu, rond de jambe side. So we're utilizing like our rond de jambe in the last exercise, right? We went front and side, brought it in from second position. Same thing, only now our leg is in the air. So fondu, rond de jambe side, bring it in. Fondu to the back, rond de jambe side, bring it in. Then we have our petit battement. 1 and 2 and out. 1 and 2 and out. 1 and 2 and out. Hold and close. And then we're going to repeat it. So if you are intermediate or advanced, when we repeat it, I want you to add that releve. So your fondu will go plie, add the releve. Plie, add the releve. Plie when you do the rond de jambe one, still there, right? You're keeping it up. Petit battement, still there. So add that in if you're advanced. If you're not there yet and that's killing your supporting ankle, you're not doing yourself any good either, right? We want to challenge ourselves, but you shouldn't be in pain. So if that's uncomfortable for you, do it flat again. I'm going to do it flat again. My advanced people, remember that you're going to releve. Add the releve if you are advanced. Releve if you're advanced. so we are going to do a grand battement by the end of this. So let's go ahead and do a stretch. If you prefer to do bar stretches and you have a bar at home, you're welcome to use this time to do that. However, many of us don't have a bar at home, and it's really hard to do a bar stretch on a chair or a countertop. So I'm going to do a floor stretch that you can follow along with. But again, if you have a bar and you prefer that, feel free to use this time to do that. Lengthen those legs. And flex and point. Lengthening through your toes each time. And when you flex, think of making the back of your leg longer. And forward again. Flex those feet. If you can reach your toes, pull them back, press your belly button down into a flat back. If you can't reach your feet, that's okay. You can do the same thing back here. And relax, fold forward again. Flex, flat back. And fold forward. Roll it up. And open a la second. Push those arms out. This is an excellent arm exercise, by the way. It looks super easy and pretty, but if you do it long enough, it builds those muscles. Great ballet arms. And reach over to the right side. Remember to reach for the wall, not your foot. You want to lengthen the side of your body. Side. Walk it out in the center. Remember to keep those knees looking up. Knees should always be facing the ceiling or further back. And walk it back up. Reach it up. And one more time, walk it out. And walk it back. And bring those feet into your butterfly stretch. Reach those arms out. And roll it up. We're going to tilt our head. Good, and down and up. And head roll all the way around. Reverse. And slide the feet out just a little further so it's more of a diamond shape rather than trying to get your feet as close to you as you can. It just stretches a little bit different muscles. And reach it out. Over to one side. And switch. And onto your belly. Shoulder press. Bring it back down. And again, shoulder press. You can look up to the ceiling, but don't drop your head onto your spine. You want a nice lengthened spine. And sit back. Now we are going to do our splits because we're doing grand battement. I'm gonna have a whole video on the splits, so I won't get too into it right now. But make sure that your hips are squared, which basically means they're both at the same angle. You don't want one hip turned out and one parallel or one off to the side. You want them in a nice line. So we're gonna start with one leg in the front and slide it down. And arms just don't reach the floor comfortably where you're at, I always prefer students to have better posture while they're doing this. So if you add yoga blocks, yeah, or books, if you have a bunch of books at home, you could stack them. It helps get your body at a better angle if you're not all the way down in your split. And let's switch, other side. And we are in ballet class, so it's okay to have both legs turned out, though I do recommend that you practice parallel splits too, just because it stretches a different part of your legs. All right, and on your back, one last stretch. Let's do our frog. Just let those knees fall towards the floor. Try to get your back pressed into the floor. Okay, so grand battement. We are going to incorporate also our passe to practice for our pirouettes. So we have from 5th position or 1st position, you choose depending on your level. We have 4 grand battement to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 to the side, and we have 4 derrière. And then to the side, instead of just repeating 4, we're going to grand battement, retiré, extend it again, and close. Do it again, retiré, extend, and close to 5th. So if you're at a beginner level, you can use 3rd. If not, all the way over to 5th. And then from here, we're going to plie up to passe. So again, you get some choices here. If you're not quite ready to releve on one leg, you can make it flat and just find your balance there. This is a very important motion to practice no matter what level you're at. So don't focus too much only on this leg, right? Both legs are important, standing, working, and supporting. So it's okay if you're doing this flat. You are still using lots of muscles that you need to work on. But if you're more advanced, bring that up to releve. We're gonna have 3 of those. And then 3rd one, we're gonna hold, and you're gonna let go of the bar and try to balance. And we bring it back down. We do it for 1 more set, and then balance right there at that last one, and finish. Now, if you're feeling like making it even more advanced than that, and you're already working on turns, then I encourage you to make it a pirouette, right? Pirouette at the bar. But you have to be careful, because if you're at home with a freestanding bar, or a wall, or something else, just make sure that you don't pull on it, right? You want to keep it standing. So make sure that wherever you find it, press down into the bar to catch yourself. Okay, let's get started. Close 5th. Find your balance. And again. Balance. And other side. Retiré. Close 5th. Hold it up, find your balance. Again. All right, thank you for joining me for a great class today. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you're notified anytime I post a new video here on the Dance Navigator. So until next time, friends, thank you and keep on dancing.